What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is Mark coming back at y'all again. And y'all, I know it's been a minute since the last time I did a video up on here on YouTube. And in fact, the last time I've been on here was like over a couple of months ago or something like that. But I'm back now. And what I want to do for y'all tonight is give y'all a vocal analysis video. And it will be on none other than the late Mary Wells. Now, for those of you who don't know who Mary Wells is, she was a singer that was out during the Motown era, and she was also known as the Queen of Motown and the First Lady of Motown and all that stuff. And she was popular in the early 60s, and she was known for hits like Two Lovers, You Beat Me to the Punch, The One Who Really Loves You, and her signature hit that still remains a classic to this day and what made her famous was My Guy. And My Guy was basically the only song I knew from Mary Wells prior to me watching the episode of a song about her on YouTube several years ago. And not to mention, she also passed away from throat cancer in the early 90s. And this month, on the 26th, will be 24 years since her passing. And she will be sadly missed, and her legacy will live on forever. But anyhow, now that I got all that out the way, I want to roll on right into this analysis and talk about her voice because that's what I came on here to do, right? So I'm gonna just roll on right into it. Okay. So I came to the conclusion that Mary Wells was a lyric mezzo-soprano as a soloist, and if she was in a choir, she would definitely be an alto, a first alto to be exact. And let me just talk about her early vocal styling. So when she first came out in 1960, from when she was 17 years old, she came up with a song that she originally written for Jackie Wilson called "Bye Bye Baby." And if you listen to that song, you notice how hoarse she sounded. Even though her voice was naturally raspy, you know, she sounded very hoarse in that song. And the reason being is because she had to do like 22 takes of that song, from what I understand. And so that's basically the reason why she sounded real hoarse like she did on that song. And speaking of Bye Bye Baby, her highest note was a G sharp 5 in falsetto, which was on that song Bye Bye Baby that she hit. And aside from all that, early in her career, she had a more rougher, more aggressive sound to her voice. She sounded like most of the soul singers sounded back in the day from when she first came out and all that stuff. But as time went on, like after 1961 or 1962 or whatever, that's when she started to develop a more smoother and a more melodic sound to her voice. And Smokey Robinson was responsible for that. It's because not only did Smokey Robinson had written most of Mary Wells' hits, but because Smokey Robinson helped Mary Wells find her own unique voice, that made her famous and what made Mary Wells Mary Welsh, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so and let me just talk about her live performances. So in her prime, in the 1960s, she sung very effortlessly and she had a lot of endurance back in the day. But as time went on, like in the 80s, that's when her singing wasn't as effortless and she didn't have as much endurance as she did before. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because, Mary Wells has smoked like 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And first of all, when you're a vocalist, smoking is not good for the voice at all. Because what it does to the voice, it cuts off your voice and you wouldn't sing as good as you did before and you wouldn't have as much endurance as you did before. And that's what had happened to Mary Wells. And after a while, like she was performing one time and she had to go to the hospital, and that's when the doctors had diagnosed her with throat cancer because, she because of the fact that she smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and also she also had a drug habit too. Like she was on crack, cocaine, and heroin like back in the late 70s or whatever. So That's another reason why her voice was on a decline. Back later on in her career, and so after she got the surgery, doctors said to take out her vocal cords, just to um remove the cancer and all that stuff. So Mary Wells no longer had a voice, which is very, very sad. Because your voice is your moneymaker, and your voice, and not to mention your voice is your life. That's something that Mary Wells has been doing her whole life, and for her to have her voice to be taken away from like that, it's just devastating. It's just sad. And but yeah, like earlier in her career, she had a rougher sound, and later on she had a smoother sound, and I noticed that even in the 80s, her voice had darkened a lot, because of the fact that she smoked a lot. As I mentioned before, two packs of cigarettes a day, which is not good at all. And this is the reason why nobody should smoke at all, because not only is smoking is bad for the lungs, but smoking is bad for your body, period. Especially when you're a vocalist. And it really has a tremendous effect on your voice. And so that was basically my analysis of Mary Wells. I hope I didn't leave anything out. So in closing, I said that she was a lyric mezzo soprano in her prime, and she would have been a first alto if she was in a choir. So that's all I have for y'all today, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.